Hello everyone, my name is Miranda Patterson and I am a senior majoring in Global Studies at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. 2 summers ago, I had the wonderful opportunity of visiting Busia, Uganda and volunteering as an English teacher at New Hope Orphanage. In this presentation, I will walk you through a day in the life of a typical Ugandan schoolchild. I hope you enjoy it. In this map of Uganda, notice Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria is important because it is the start of the Nile River, which is the longest river in the world. The official language of Uganda is English, and it is known as the Pearl of Africa for its beautiful landscapes, including lush valleys and high mountains, and very beautiful people. The town of Busia is located on the eastern edge of the country, right on the border of Kenya. Now, let's go visit New Hope Orphanage. Let's venture inside New Hope. One thing I like to mention is that the term orphan is often associated with a different meaning than it is here in America. For example, here you typically think of orphans as a child who has lost both parents and are sent to a home to be taken care of. But in Uganda and many parts of Africa, this is not the case. Sometimes children have parents, however their parents just aren't able to provide the necessities that they need for survival. In this picture, Dorcas is lounging on her bed in her side of New Hope, which is the girls' dorm. In the background, you can see a green netting hanging above one of the beds. This is called a mosquito net. A mosquito net is very important in protecting the sleeper from mosquitoes at night. It is very essential in Uganda and many parts of Africa because mosquitoes carry a very dangerous and often deadly disease called malaria. In this picture, you see a group of primary 6 students engagingly working on their classwork. Primary 6 is a grade I taught during my summer at New Hope, and it's like 5th grade under the U.S. system. Education is very important, and it's a privilege not all kids are able to have. Going to school costs money, and many families cannot afford school fees that are required to go to school. Therefore, students work very, very hard in their studies and often aspire to be doctors, lawyers, typically professions that are able to help people. Do you know why most students want to become doctors and lawyers in this country? What do you want to be when you grow up? Now, the time that all students anticipate, lunchtime. Lunchtime consists of posho and beans. Posho is a regional dish that is served throughout many parts of East Africa. It is very thick, filled with carbohydrates, and of a grainy type substance. It is served with beans, shown here. The girls of New Hope are sorting the beans to separate the good from the bad ones before they are cooked. In order to better help Mama New Hope, the woman who oversees everything at the orphanage, many of the young girls and boys take on responsibilities regarding chores and making sure the younger kids are taken care of. Here, Sarah, a girl of about 11 years of age, is seen washing clothes. She's one of the hardest working girls I've ever met. She's not only washing her clothes, but the clothes of the younger children. Here, hand washing is very popular. After the clothes are washed, they are laid out flat on the ground to dry in the sun. Could you imagine not having washing machines and washing all of your clothes by hand? Irene, one of the high school students, is here seen shaving the hair of some of the younger children, boys and girls. Shaving your hair is very common for younger children in Uganda and especially in orphanages because they help limit the chances of certain infections that go along with having hair and being around so many children all the time. Essentially, it's just easier maintenance. School uniforms are very important to Ugandan students because each uniform is unique to that school that he or she attends. Here, Irene has just gotten back from a long day at school. Do you know what time school runs until in Uganda? If you guess 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., you're right. That's the length of school times in Uganda typically, with breaks of course. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Ugandan students, although different from us, also share many similarities. The children of New Hope may not have much, but they are very thankful for the things that they do have and for having each other. Because at the end of the day, that is what's really important. I hope you are lucky enough to one day visit Uganda and experience its beautiful landscapes and its even more beautiful people. If you would like to learn more about New Hope Orphanage or how you and your class can sponsor one of the children, please follow the link on the next slide or send me an email. Thank you so much for your time. I hope to meet you soon.